Good evening. Welcome to Munchie B Talks Politics. I am your girl, Munchie B. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to Munchie B Talks Politics. I am Munchie B. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like. As a coming, guys, just click on the like button and share so the others can know that Munchie B is here. Thank you so much. All right, so guys, tonight is going to be a very somber night. Good night, Barbara. Good night, Travis. Good night, Ricardo. Please share the live. Tonight is going to be a very sad night, guys, because tonight we are mourning the death of Mellesa Silvera, Tashana Patterson, and her baby. Because seems as if the country has moved on, but we, the women, and the members of the Jamaica Labour Party will not move on, good night, Valrose, from the gruesome, cruel death of Mellesa Silvera and one Tashana Patterson. So please share the live, guys. And we're sending out our condolences, of course, to Mellesa Silvera's sons and her family. We are sending out our condolences to Tashana Patterson's mother and her family, while tonight we take time out to remind the people of Jamaica and remind the country what happened to Mellesa Silvera and Tashana Patterson. Good night, Wendy. Good night, Katie. And good night, Cheryl. Please, please, please share the live and welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Kadian, because today I saw a protest today, protesting against violence against women. And it was a good protest and it was needed. I don't have any problem with the protest, but look like, say, some of the protesters forgot some of the women, some of the prominent women that got murdered at the hands of a very influential men. So we have to remind some of them. You understand, Lisa? We have to remind the hypocrites them. Cause look like say them forget them, skip over some other people and look like them forget. Well, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they forgot about Mellesa Silvera today. So we're going to remind them. So guys, please share the live. Make sure someone have 100 people before we start, because before we mourn the death of Mellesa Silvera, we have a little party business to sort out. We have a little JLP business to sort out. So share the live and make them know someone should be over here. Share the live, Cheryl and Ali, so the rest of people them can know someone should be here. Because guys, you see that, let me tell you one reason why I mean really attend protests. Because to me, people protest for many reasons. Even though the reason for the protest can be as a lot of persons join protests for other reasons other than the original reasons. Yes, Cheryl, a lot of people join protests for other reasons. Some people join protests because they might get paid. Some people join protests because they exit and want come people to see them. And some people join protests because they have an agenda. Right? Some people, Cheryl, join protests for many reasons. Some people join protests so they can hide among the protesters, so they can do wrong things. Some people join protests because they really, really genuinely care about the cause. And some people join protests because they have an agenda to carry out. So that is why I really join protests. And especially public protests, so I know can be infiltrated by some unscrupulous people. I'm not really interested. Of course, my condolences and my empathize and everything, but I'm not really interested in joining protests like that. So guys, I'm going to share up the live now, man, and make we get to 100 people so we can talk. Share up the live. Somebody say, Munchie, we need to hear from the bell. You know, from when I say that the bell there? And months now, I bless my eye and that the bell there, Eva. Months now. It is same place, the belly is same place where me tell them say it still no move. Me still no go far, me still no take it out, me keep forgetting. Now guys, labor rights. Today, among the protesters, there was, of course, the dog bed, shit in a plate, dog vomit, drunk crow, known as Andre Stefano Stevens. Because I know anywhere cloud there, him after the day. Anywhere views there, him after the day. Because that is his job. That is his job. And when you see anywhere confusion there or anywhere anything good or bad, him go show up because that is how he makes his money. Now, today now, guys, Andre Stefano P. Diddy, Daddy don't touch me there, showed up at the protests. And me I want to know say Andre not show up because he really care about violence against women. May you know say Andre never show up tonight because of gender-based violence. Because when Mr. Silvera, when him kill him wife, we not see no protest from Andre and his crew. When Mellesa Silvera was murdered, the PNP never organized no protests. When Tashana Patterson was murdered along with her young infant, no PNP showed up to no protests. So the hypocrisy of the PNP to show up to the bottom of protests, me not even look upon them because I notice them a look, I vote them a look, and them just want to be seen. You know that. And of course, Andre was there to get content film channel and to get views. You notice how he move on from Donnelly story. You notice how he move on from Donnelly cause now because that not really gain him no traction. Him not make no money from that. That not really gain him no traction, no clout, no depend that. So he move on Cadian and in gone now to a different cause, in gone now to something where a trend, in gone now where him can get views. Yeah, that wear off. That not no clout now. So him gone now where him can get views and where him can get content. Now, today, a lot of people turn up at the protest today. Members of the nursing fraternity, student nurse, public sector work. But did you guys see anybody from the civil society group them? Anybody see Jeanette Calder was there today? What about Michael Jackson? Anybody see her? Did Jeanette Calder turn up at the protest today? Anybody know? What about Carol Narcisse? Did she turn up? What about Michael Jackson? She turn up? Anybody know if Michael Abrams was there? Bert Samuels was there? Eh? You tell me if you don't see anybody from the so-called NGOs who really care about Jamaican people and fighting for all lives in Jamaica, not only the lives of criminals. You don't see any of them? No. They're not going to turn up to that because that no match them cause. That no criminal dead. And a gunman dead. So we're not going to see those persons. Then the people not turn up at this protest because then the people there is not for the well-thinking, law-abiding, innocent victim. Then the people there are for criminal. Then the people then now go turn up. So anyway, guys, before we remind the public of Mellesa Silvera, who was brutally killed while she was sleeping. When Mark Jefferson Golding put out a statement and say condolences to the Silvera family because Mellesa Silvera died peacefully in her sleep. And then Less than 2 weeks after Mellesa Silvera died in her sleep, Mark Golding go back on social media, scrub social media, and move out Joelia name and say condolences to Mellesa family. Nothing about dying in the sleep anymore. In rub out the part we said that she died in her sleep, and in rub out the part we say, condolences to Joyland. All right. I will soon go to the documentary to remind the people of Jamaica about the atrocities of the PNP and the hypocrisy of the PNP and how PNP always turn everything political. And that is why every single night when I come on this platform, I say to the labor rights them in the comment section, everything in Jamaica is political. No. Now that me have 114 people, anybody who no hear, must spread the news along. Today, I was that's why I'm wearing a black shirt here tonight, guys, because I'm telling you, I'm in a somber mood right across the board. Now, today, during the protests, somebody sent me the link of Andre live. Me click on it, of course, I'm going to go over there because I know say anyway, Andre there is not just nothing sincere. It's just always political. No matter how you see Andre show up and pretend like him care about the cause, he doesn't. He will find a way to put politics in it, and he will find a way to talk about the Jamaica Labour Party, and he will find a way to tear down Andrew Michael Holness. And my argument is this. My problem is this, Auntie Sharon. I know that there's a difference between government and party. I know that sometime when you go out in the capacity of the government, or when you have a green shirt as a party, but to a government to an extent, because even though you have when you have on the green shirt, you still can do and say certain things because they will still hold you accountable and say, oh, Babsy Grange as a minister of gender, oh, she gonna say that and whatever. I know that. I'm not stupid. I know that. Me know. But what me know also is that members of the Jamaica Labour Party administration is not a group of dunce people who don't know how to cipher on difference or separate party from government or them personal activism. They know how to do that. Right? Yes, Donovan, me hear George. Me soon get to George. Good night, Bridget. When you go out as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, me know you can't follow me because me not represent nobody but myself. And nobody cannot hold me accountable for what I say because I don't represent the party and I don't represent the administration. I represent me and myself. The views expressed on Munchie B Talks Politics is the views of Munchie B. Me know, nobody under no umbrella. I know that as well. But when we, the labor right over tribal kingdom over here, so you see, when we have on our green shirt, our green clocks, our green and our dirty labor right shirt, we're not in a play around mode. We are not in any play around mode because we are on the battlefield every single day. We are on social media every single day. We are arguing with PNP people over TikTok. We are arguing with PNP people over YouTube. We are arguing with PNP people in our inbox. We are arguing with PNP people in the diaspora. We are out here representing the party in an unofficial way. And I think we are doing a very good job. I don't think we're going to own an arm, but I think the bloggers who are out here day in and day out, night after night after night, championing the cause of Andrew Holness administration, reminding the people of Jamaica about the policies of Andrew Michael Holness government, talking to a family member in the diaspora who only listen to one side of news every single time when they text we and call we and bring PNP talking points to us. We mash down the lie in an unofficial way. So even though we are not a part of the official Jamaica Labour Party communication team, because we're not delusional, we know we're not part of it. We're not delusional. And even though we are definitely not a part of the administration, we know this. We're not delusional. We, the grassroots and the party worker and the party member, know that we are important to the government and important in the journey to secure the third term. Of course, Ali, we are patriots and we know say we are important. Whether it be with a vote or whether it be with a voice or whether it be with our donation, we know that we are important to the third term. If bloggers never important, data uno appear, Andre. If bloggers never important, data uno have Dre Brian each up on foot. If bloggers weren't important, data uno get up every day and send out talking points in a PNP WhatsApp group. We know that bloggers in 2025 is very, very essential in winning the third term. Now, why am I saying this tonight, Labour Rights? Why am I saying this? No. Today now, when I was watching the live, right? I see Andre Stevens, busybody, over 3,000 people up on the live, and he might walk around the crowd and he might talk and he might interact, which he might doing work because he might not hustle. I don't have a problem with him. Hustle all in what? Right? Me see him enough up himself. When the nurse them do the interview, me see him ask them question. When Babsy them do the interview, me see him enough up himself. Then I'll give him the interview, you know. There are other persons were interviewing them, and in Ghana, like him and media, got enough up himself and gonna push up himself. We can't stop that. It's a free country, it's a public space, and we cannot stop that. No, guys, while I was there, when Auntie Babsy did a talk about fear like interview and she had a mic, I don't know where she get mic from. Almost one of the media house gave her a mic. Right? And she was talking about violence against women and this and that. Well, Babsy are talking, you know, guys. I was on Andre Stevens live. Supposed to not see the comment and hear the tear down. Well, Babsy, I do ya. Babsy not for the yes about violence against women because JLP and this and that and George Wright and Babsy and the Dan them and one bag of things, one bag of the ragged thing and Lord, the comment section I say Babsy if you go along yard. The comment section I say Babsy and I say Magwan. So Magwan now I'll stand. The comment section say maybe move from front of Babsy, you don't want to see her face no more. The comment section I say Babsy, oh I say Magwan. But me never really have no problem with it because we know Andre A2 man. And me know Babsy never give him no interview. He couldn't ask Babsy no question. Then me carry on and me a watch. Me a watching of fear. Only to see choose Jamaica. Only to see out of my eye. Oh no, me can't see good out of. The goodly Senator Miss Sapphire Langmore giving Andre Stevens an interview. Only to see the goodly senator giving Andre Stevens, who's a nobody. Andre Stevens who tear down women every chance him get. Andre Stevens who don't have no business at any protest when it comes to violence against women. Because every single night, the first thing Andre do on his platform, I put up the speaker of the house and talk about her foot big, size 30. Oh, she this. Oh, she a bully. Oh, she a cuss off every. Oh, she a tear down the parliament. And oh, she's a disgrace at the parliament. And oh, she this and oh, she that. And she a no good woman. And oh, she want to fight off Rhoda. And I saw Andre go on a night time with the speaker at the house, you know. And then when he come off of the speaker, he moved to Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. Oh, Miss Badwood Cusser. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. Oh, she a dash her belly. Oh, she tough. Oh, she never come first. She always come second. I saw him go on, you know. And then he move on to Dana Dixon. Oh, Dora. Oh, Titi Dora. Look on her head. Look on her hair. Look. Dora, come here. Dora. I saw him go on with Dana Dixon. And then he move on to Fieval. Oh, Fieval is dry. Oh, Fieval nah no clothes. I saw him go on, you know. I saw him go on, you know. When he move on to Kamina Johnson Smith. Oh, Kamina, a eunuch. And she can't breathe. I saw Andre go on to the woman in the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. I saw Andre refer to and speak about the woman in the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. Andre don't like women, especially to the ones in the Jamaica Labour Party. When he come to Rhoda, oh my God, he bring up Rhoda, he drag up Rhoda. Oh, she dash her belly. Oh, she there with the Prime Minister. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. I saw Andre talk to the woman and describe the woman in the Jamaica Labour Party. And I want to publicly say this tonight. I was very, very, very disappointed when I saw Senator Langmore. Come walk with me. And I go give Andre, and I go validate Andre by giving Andre an interview. I mean, I want to tell me, say, she don't know him because she know him in a professional capacity. She knows him. I know, but tell me, say, she don't watch the channel because you don't have to watch the channel for hero Andre Stevens deal with people. I just last month with comrade Steve Ashley tear her down on social media. I just last month, comrade Steve Ashley talk about her personal life and her family life and her husband. Just last month, PNP can't friend up and PNP eat women. And I am saying too, we can't tell nobody what to do. We can't tell her who to give an interview. But we must register our disappointment. We have to. We have to, Ivan, because for those of us who are very, very upset when we hear Andrea teared on the woman at the party, if we have to be upset. And we must feel it. Because how are you going to fix yourself and I'm going to be friend up with a person like Andre Stevens? We are teared on the woman in the Jamaica Labour Party. So just since night after she gave him the interview, when I go over there, go look where I say about Babs, you know. Go over there, go look where about Babs' picture now what tear down. Go over there, go look. Go over there, go look. So don't tell me, say, she's just being nice. That is the problem with the Jamaica Labour Party. You're not too nice. You're not too nice. Come like when the PNP box when I was right with Josh Shirley, we turn the other cheek. And I don't have a problem with her giving. Element, girl, don't tell me, don't repeat those nastiness because they're in the public for everybody to hear. Maybe if they come over here and I repeat them, should I hear them? Because I hear people I say should not listen to the channel. So maybe if we bring them over here, should I hear? She could have given him the interview, Val Rose, in the capacity as a psychiatrist. That would have been better. Say, Andre, I don't mind giving you the interview in my professional capacity. I don't mind. She could have given him the interview in her professional capacity. But you know what Andre do? Andre used the opportunity to bring up George Wright. And you know, Andre starting program tonight by saying, Balrose, if the Jamaica Labour Party did do something about George Wright, this man, Miss Abel, wanna beat up the nurse. Andre started his program by saying, JLP set the precedence. You hear that? Go and go listen to Erica, because I not play it over here, so. Andre started his program by saying, because George Wright beat up his wife and the Jamaica Labour Party did nothing, Andre Bell, or whatever man want name, beat up his wife too, because the government does absolutely nothing about violence against women. When you see them, the people there are road, you walk past them, the people there. Yes, Miss Bones, he was live. Nobody from the Jamaica Labour Party, nobody from Andrew Michael Holness Labour Party must give Andre any interview, because I know Cliff Hughes can't find Mark Golding. I know Cliff Hughes, who is a reputable news station and a world-renowned journalist, cannot interview Mark Golding. I know Mark Golding look pan Cliff Hughes. You know why? Because the PNP say nationwide is an incubator for the government. You understand? So then can't call Cliff Hughes, can't call Mark Golding. But every chance we get, we laugh up and skin teeth. Me not like it. I don't already know say me tribal, so till so I don't know say me always on the wrong side of history. So chances are me alone have the opinion, but I don't mind. Well, Val Rose, in case you never see the interview, when Andre bring up George Wright, you know what Miss Langmore said? She said George Wright has redeemed himself. And him go, like she said, him go through the phases and him redeem himself and him get help. Him get help. So she basically admits say a George Wright and George Wright reincarnated. Even though George Wright has not publicly said it was him in the video. But if you play with Puppy, Delroy, they will lick your mouth. If you play with Puppy, they must lick your mouth, because she should never go give him an interview. He will not be able to bring that shit up. He should never go give him an interview. He wouldn't be able to ask her that question. He said nothing about Michael Phillips that had a physical case with his ex-wife. Nothing about Joel and Silvera, who allegedly killed his wife. Nothing to Philip Palwell, who, because I love triangle, caused his girlfriend and his baby to die. Nothing about the woman Maxine Simpson that got murdered in Angela Brownberg constituency. But he brought up George Wright. He brought up George Wright. Because exactly, Ali, PNP always have an agenda. Everything about the PNP is political. Not because you see him turn up today and about, yeah, we stand with no nurse, nothing. He no stand with no nurse, nothing. He went there for content. He went there for content. He went there to get talking points for him channel tonight and for more evidence and more talking points to tear down the government. He's starting program tonight with Babsy Grange. He's starting program tonight by saying that Babsy Grange and the Jamaica Labour Party never do not more George Wright, and that is why Andy Bell did that to him get strength to do that thing. Why he's starting program by saying the Jamaica Labour Party did nothing about In Drive, and that is why In Drive did what they did. So he's starting program. Starting program at talk about no nurse. So if she said to him, said, Andre, I am here to protest with the nurse because I am against violence against women and talk in a professional way. Oh, violence against women is bad for the country and why she stand up for it and why she's so passionate about the cause. No business. But Andre made it political when he spoke about George Wright and when he spoke about the economy. So Andre no go there about no nurse. He no go there about no protest. A content thing go there for. So me just want to register. I just want to register my displeasure. I mean, don't mind if I'm alone feel so. Me fine. You don't know me already over this society already. Me alone over here so. So time come, I want to ask you a little question. Come here, time come before me block you. Munchi have 225 views talking about Andre. Well, Andre. Then time come, we are do over here. What you are do over here? You know, go on over there, go get your news over there and get the talking points over there. We don't mind. Tune into Blue Dot come next week, Monday time come. Tune into Blue Dot over nationwide Monday. And you go hear the effects of Andre 9,000 watchers. Tune in. Time come to Blue Dot over nationwide and you go hear what time come for. Because I don't know what you're doing over here. I don't know what you're doing over here. Because if Andre have 10,000 people from the diaspora in Jamaica watching him, that doesn't matter to me. And that doesn't matter to the Labour Party. Because we know that when the election is called, them the people they can't win the election for Mark Golding. Mark Golding is still underwater. Mark Golding is still trailing Andrew Michael Holness. Tune into nationwide and Blue Dot result come Monday. Then you will know what time come for. But as I said at the start of the program, guys, we over here, we are against all violence against every woman and every child. Every single woman in the country and both boys, girls, everybody. We are against that. And today when we see all of the poster them put up, me not see nobody talk about Mellesa Silvera. I saw no one speaking about Mellesa Silvera. No, Mellesa Silvera, according to the PNP, Joyland Silvera, and one Mark Jefferson Golding, died peacefully in her sleep at the very, very young age of 40. She 40 or she 39. She never, as far as our family member know, and our close friends know, she never have no illness. She never have no illness that anybody know about. But Mark Golding and the PNP and Joyland Silvera told the country that Mellesa Silvera died peacefully in her sleep.
You ever hear a story that just doesn't feel right? Like there's something in your gut saying, hold on, that can't be the whole truth. Well, this is one of those. Meet Mellesa Silvera. On the surface, she had it all. Money, success, a husband rising in politics. Life looked picture perfect. But if there's one thing we know, it's that behind closed doors, reality can be a whole other thing. So November 10th, 2023, news breaks that Mellesa is dead. Just like that. It was reported she passed in her sleep. No signs of foul play, no red flags, nothing. People mourned, her husband grieved, and the world moved on.
You hear that? People mourn. Her husband got a funeral and him bawl until he could not even read the lesson. The man bawl until his skin red. I remember, before the funeral, Mark Golding already put out a statement. And Labour right, want to resurrect that statement there. Somebody must did capture it. Somebody must did screenshot it and save it. Anybody did save that? Did anyone save the tweet from Mark Golding that said that Mellesa Silvera died in her sleep? Anybody did save it? Because we need to remind the people, because I'm telling you already know everything political in Jamaica. So I don't want them to say, oh, Munchi, this political or sad for Mellesa. Of course, we can do both things. Both things can be true, Yes, we're empathizing with sad for Mellesa died, but politics, we have to talk about the politics of it as well. Because you have Dr. Das today, turn up at the function today, talking about, in 2025, violence against women, and look like say all him forget about Mellesa Silvera as well. And you know why the PNP lawyer them and the PNP judge collude to push Silvera case to wait on in the year in January, because they did not want this to be talked about during the election season. You see where this we guy named Dean Surgery and trial Aguano and Dana Lee trial Aguano, a Silvera trial supposed to Aguano, A Silvera trial supposed to be happening now, but because the PNP judges and the PNP lawyers cook up the schedule and the agenda and the calendar and the itinerary, then push back Silvera trial to the end of the year and to next year. It was strategic and was a deliberate effort so that we don't talk about it in the political season. Same thing they do with Philip Palwell, baby mother, them stretch it out. Them stretch it out because they do not want, because once in trial start, it's going to be on the talk of everybody's mouth now. And then people are going to say, this is a PNP man, we're killing wife. This is a PNP man. The people got tied to the PNP. So then they go to the judges' chambers and they find a way. They find a way that became with them a friend all over. They find a way and they stretch it out and put it at the end of the year so that the election can complete before Silvera gets in time in court. Silvera and the PNP put out a statement to say that Mellesa Silvera died in her sleep. Peacefully. Mark Goodyear said she died peacefully. Because the PNP don't love women. Remember, say Warmington say that the one from Portmore a beating wife and his son intervened and he broke his wife hand. Remember Warmington tell we? That? Remember the other one, Michael Phillips, in a court with him ex-wife. She say in the car. We don't know if I show. The PNP does not like women. So when you see people like Dr. Das today, it's just political grandstanding. It's just political grandstanding. They only stand up for things that fit them narrative. Here we have Mellesa Silvera, died, left her 3 beautiful sons. None of them don't reach 12 years old. Oh, we not hear Mark Golding attack about Mellesa Silvera. Oh, we not hear the PNP attack about Mellesa Silvera. Why is Mellesa Silvera name on nobody tongue? Oh, nobody not talk about she. Young, vibrant, energetic wife and mother who had it all. She had money. She had a good job. She had a beautiful husband, beautiful family, and she was living the Jamaican dream. And just like that, she went to sleep and did not wake up. And then the next morning, or maybe the same night, Silvera calling PNP people and say, oh, my wife died. You know, come. And by the time the police come up there, Mir said then clean up the crime scene. Clean up the crime scene quick. And because the police not take no buyout from the PNP. Because at one point in time, we the things that the police are join up with the PNP, but the police go in bed and he couldn't sleep. The PNP go in bed and the police couldn't sleep. The night police said this not sit well with me. The crime scene don't look right. Let us ask for an autopsy. And after the autopsy was done, it was discovered that Mellesa Silvera was shot 3 times in her vagina. And her husband is now sitting in prison, waiting his day in court because it looked like, say, him shooting woman. Oh, cruel. How cruel can you be as a PNP man? You not only kill the woman, you shoot the woman in her vagina. How cruel can you be, Comrade Silvera and Mark Jefferson Golding? Wicked man, Comrade Silvera. And then you, Mark Jefferson Golding, put out the lady dead in her sleep. You a doctor? Who pronounced her dead, Mark Jefferson Golding? Who pronounced Mellesa Silvera dead? Who signed that book to say that she died peacefully in her sleep? Which PNP doctor signed the death certificate to say she died in her sleep peacefully? And then you have the PNP today put on black, but them a protest against violence. Where was the protest for Mellesa Silvera? Where was the protest for Mellesa Silvera? It seems as if the country has moved on from Mellesa Silvera. We over here in a tribal town will not allow the PNP to forget. We will not allow the PNP to move on. We will not allow the People's National Party to move on and forget that it is one of their comrade brother, Comrade Joyland Silvera, who was walking around the country with an umbrella over Mark Jefferson Golding head that is now being accused and charged and sitting now waiting to have his day in court for the death of Mellesa Silvera. We not allow them to forget it. We will not allow the PNP. And if I was in at the protest today and Andre come and ask me about protest, me that say, if Andre come and Andre could have interview me, yeah man, he could have interview me and talk about me. Say, of course, I'm standing here in solidarity with the nurses. I am standing here in solidarity because of course we're against violence against women. Because from when Maxine Simpson has been shot. Maxine Simpson has been shot in the PNP office, and all know the police cannot find out who killed her. No witnesses coming forward. Nobody from the PNP coming forward to give any statement and how Maxine Simpson died. And then would just move on now to Mellesa Silvera. So let's talk about Mellesa Silvera, the People's National Party. The People's National Party leader, comrade leader, went on social media and said that Mellesa Silvera died in her sleep. And she said, and he said, condolences to Joylan and the family. And by the time morning, like, creep it off of this internet, quick, and say, but I said it again, because look like somebody pinch me. I said, take it down, because this don't look good. Where is the outcry for Mellesa Silvera? Where is the woman movement? Where is Patricia Duncan Sutherland? And then we just move on now to Tashana Patterson. We said Tashana Patterson was brutally murdered and her body burned in Philip Palwell constituency at Warwick Hill. And for those of us who come from town who say, no anybody can go to Warwick Hill. If you are not PNP, you cannot put your foot in a Warwick Hill unless it's a PNP that carry you up there. Would I remind him, Ali? But since Miss Sapphire Langmore can't play the politics, she should have run Andre from front her. So move, not the bongo, move. Since she can't play the politics, Miss Love, move the Frowsy boy from front her. Say, excuse Frowsy. Yet still she stand up with him and make him ask her about George Wright. Why didn't you ask him about Mellesa? Why didn't you ask him about Tashana and her baby? Why didn't you ask him about Maxine Simpson? Why didn't you ask him if Michael Phillips come out and apologize to the country about the situation with him and his ex-wife? You don't ask him nothing, Miss Langmore. You don't ask him nothing. You gave him content to continue tearing down the Jamaica Labour Party. We don't love that. We don't love that. You gave him content, Miss Langmore, to continue tearing down the Jamaica Labour Party. I bet him couldn't go stand in front of Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. I bet Andre Stefano Stevens could not go and stand up in front of Juliet Cuthbert Flynn today. I bet him. I bet the devil couldn't fool him. I bet the devil couldn't fool him, Miss Love. If he go stand up in front of Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, she should have shot him a box. She would have shot him a box. He couldn't try that. He could not try that. Should have shot him a box and pay for him hospital bill when she done. He couldn't try that, and she was there. And she was there. She was there. Why didn't he? Him know better. Him know better who for go front her. And you decide to give him the interview. Oh, me see, interview do, because since me eggs up in a politics now, guys, me have to look on every different politician. You see, Donald Trump, I want to tell me to bring up Donald Trump. I have to admire him when you feed politics. You see, because the Democrats, them attack, say, oh, he might take the plane from Qatar. Oh, no, see, Donald Trump come with a new talking points now. Donald Trump say, I'm going to investigate how much money Kamala pay Beyonce and the artists them can sing at a rally. Change the narrative now, Change the narrative now, Just because the people them say Donald Trump not supposed to take no gift from Qatar, Donald Trump say, all right, when I say me not to take no gift, let me move on to something else. Donald Trump gone talk about something completely different. As so politics do, you deflect. You deflect. And if you're not there in the capacity of as a politician, say to Andre, I came here in solidarity with the nurses and I want to speak about the situation with the nurse. I don't want to speak about nothing about politics. Don't ask me about George Wright and don't ask me about no economy. Ask me about the violence against women. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. You have to know how to deflect when you're in a politics. You have to know when people ask you question, oh, miss your politics go. When people ask you question, you thank them for the question and answer something completely different, especially when it's controversial. Especially when it's controversial. Master John, tell me if I lie, me I tell. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. When they ask you a question about something controversial, you thank them very much for the question, you're not answer, you just not answer. And when you don't spin, who used to be good at that? Dr. Clark. Dr. Clark used to be so good at that. He used to run rings round the and Jackson Miller. He used to run rings round the and Jackson Miller. When the and Jackson Miller asked Dr. Clark about anything, Dr. Clark answered completely something different with some big word. With some big word. And with Dr. Clark done, we wonder what Dr. Clark just say. No matter the simplest thing where people ask Dr. Clark when he's done with you. He said, Jesus, how will he just say? You have to know how to deflect in a decent way. You don't have to shame him. You don't have to be boisterous. You don't have to go on like me. Because remember, me tell you already, say, me not really decent, so you can't follow me up. But like all, you know, you don't have to be diplomatic with your answer. Yeah. When you're done, when you're done with Andre, you might wonder what you just say. You might wonder where you just say Miss Langmore if you just use your skill. I mean, no, it's not like say you don't have it. You have it. You have it. Instead of you go hug him up and make it look like say he might do something good. We're not happy over here. So you remember the voice note when he tear down Currencia? You remember the voice note when the Currencia fat and ugly and black and the only thing good about her is her voice? Who remember that? Who remember that? Who remember that? No labor right. Not supposed to then I see him presence, Master Jam, as Andre Stevens. That's how we feel about him. It's like how Trump now go over CNN. It's how Trump had defund every single state media. Because he take it personal. And so we take it personal when we hear Andrea tear down the woman in the Jamaica Labour Party. As some me, Munchibi, take it personal when we hear my talk about oh Mrs. Holness size 13 and how her foot big and how she this. Me take it very, very personal. We take it very, very personal. When we talk about Currency big and fat and black and ugly and sour. And we think good about her is our voice. Me not like it. Me not like it. So, guys, we in the Jamaica Labour Party, me not talk the administration, seems as if Mark Stewart, the country has forgotten about Mellesa Silvera. It seems as if the country has forgotten about Mellesa Silvera. So we over here, so in the Jamaica Labour Party, we must remind the country of Mellesa Silvera. We must remind the country about Mellesa Silvera. And we're against all violence when it comes to women, not only when it fits with narrative, not only when whether the person be PNP, JLP, regardless, and when the PNP is painting this narrative like say, oh, we now hold George Wright accountable. To date, George Wright has not confirmed that he was the one in the video. So what is there for us to criticize him about? What is there for us to hold him accountable about? To date, George Wright have not confirmed Donna see him in the video. When you know see him in the video, and George Wright wife no come out and say she in the video. So what we have to go on our head? What we in the Labour Party take up on our head? We have to wait until Mrs. Wright come out and say it was me in the video and it was me. We have to left married people business alone. But as it relates to Mellesa Silvera, who was brutally murdered at the hand of her PNP husband. We must remind the country. We must remind the country, Miss Love, that Mellesa Silvera was shot 3 times in her vagina by her PNP husband, according to the DPP. According to the charges that was laid against him, he killed his wife in cold blood, shooting her in her vagina. That is a fact. That is a fact. And today when me hear Cliff asked the reporter to read all the placard, me no hear none of them say nothing about Mellesa Silvera. Nobody no remember about Mellesa Silvera. So tomorrow me go try call Cliff Hughes and tell Cliff Hughes say, I applaud the persons who protested yesterday, but they forget 2 very, very serious cases that is before the court right now. One Mellesa Silvera that was killed by her accused husband, Comrade Joylan Silvera, is sitting in prison now, charged for the killing of his wife, Mellesa Silvera. And now the PNP jumping on the bandwagon now to say that, oh, we're against violence against women, and oh, the Jamaica Labour Party never bring a legislation, and oh, this and that. Say road traveler said, don't do that, Munchie. Why me not to do that? Tell me why me not to do that, road traveler. Me now go panic, go accuse him nothing. Me go stick to the facts. And the facts are, he is accused of killing his wife. He's charged for the brutal murder of his wife. He stand accused. Of course, me know say everybody innocent until proven guilty. But he is accused. These things, these things should not be politicized. Don't tell Munchie be that, sister. Me tell the truth. A wrong person. Ya tell say not to politicize nothing. Me a walking, talking tribalist. Me a walking, talking tribalist. Not even the curtain for my window can arrange. Not even the sheet for my bed can arrange. Me not even eat orange the way me eat orange on the PNP. So I'm the wrong person. You tell that, sister and brother. I wrong. I'm so sorry. I want to hold your hand with a napkin when I tell you this. I am so sorry. I'm the wrong girl. We must politicize it because that is what the PNP is doing. When the PNP find a picture of Andy Bell and Photoshop the Prime Minister in it, one never tell them so not to do it. When there is a proper picture out there with Andy Bell with Angela Brown Burke, husband Paul Burke. There is a legitimate picture out there with Paul Burke and Andy Bell, where the PNP could have more than put up. Instead, the PNP Photoshop Andrew Holness in one picture with Andy Bell, and you tell me, say, don't politicize nothing. You're crazy. We must have justice for Mellesa Silvera. We want the PNP to be very, very vocal. And I want the PNP to call the name of Mellesa Silvera when they are protesting. Why wasn't Mellesa Silvera named on any placard today? And that shows the labor rights, them never did the protest today. That is show the difference between JLP and PNP. We never politicized the protest today. The protest was for Jamaica. And then you have that shit in a plate. Schumacher Gully, Andre, that politicizing the protests. Then you have Tashana Patterson, comrades. Tashana Patterson, young, smart, brilliant, first-time mother. Tashana Patterson, who had her life snatched from her again because of the cruelty of the People's National Party. Tashana Patterson, life got taken away from her undeservedly because of the PNP again. Because of the love triangle. And this based on the charges that he laid before Lehoda. The love triangle of one Philip Paulwell within two mistresses. So again, I'm going to put this at the feet of the People's National Party. So you have Maxine Simpson, the PNP activist and close friend of Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller, who got murdered at the hands of the People's National Party in a strong PNP constituency. To date, no one has been charged for the death of Maxine Simpson. To date, no witnesses. To date, no outcry from the PNP. Then you have Mellesa Silvera. Mellesa Silvera, mom, wife, comrade, murdered at the hands of her PNP husband, shot 3 times in her vagina at the hands of her PNP husband. I didn't see her name on any placard today. So this fake outrage from the PNP must be stopped. This fake outrage from the People's National Party must be shut down and shut down quick. We will not allow the PNP to get any political clout from this. We will not allow the PNP to itch them bandwagon on this. That will not happen. That will not happen. No, Mr. Dr. Daz. I don't know me talk everything in one, guys. Mr. Dr. Pison. Same a key press conference tomorrow. Uno see it? Anybody see it? Dr. Pison, guys, is keeping protest tomorrow. Sorry, press conference tomorrow, people. Based on what you guys ask me. Based on what you guys ask me. On the $31 million drill. No, tell me now. Pass me not to gentle savior, Dana. Dr. Pison is keeping a press conference. And the theme of the press conference tomorrow is the purchasing of the $31 million drill by Sarah. Uno says the PNP desperate. Uno says the PNP desperate. Every night they have to come here and say to you guys, the PNP put out a budget. Even though they want to pretend that it is not a budget, it is a budget. It is a promise, bug promises, right? And every single time when the PNP go out to speak, a propaganda after propaganda after propaganda. What is the PNP running on? What is the PNP agenda? What am I run pan? Nobody knows. They are trying to find scandal to run on because they're hoping that the Jamaica Labour, that the people of Jamaica will vote out the Jamaica Labour Party because they know the people of Jamaica now vote them in. They know the people of Jamaica not voting them in. So they are banking on the frustration of the people of Jamaica to stay home and not vote and then them win by default. So they gone back now on the $31 million machine. They gone back now on the salary increase. They gone back now on the Prime Minister's statutory decoration. Absolutely nothing to run on. Yes, when the Jamaica Labour Party roll out with ads them come next month or time near to the election and list our performance. Yes, when the Jamaica Labour Party list our performance right across ministry, what the PNP will come with? What will the PNP come with? Because we already know so the people of Jamaica now listen to them. There's an article in the Observer where Bunting going to talk about how come out without corruption in the next administration. If you get 20 comment, you get 20. And 90% of the persons who comment a labor right across him. Nobody now look pan Bunting. Nobody now look pan Bunting. Nobody now swap Dr. Blake for Peter Bunting. Nobody. And I want the labor rights them want make ad because I know so me can't make ads. So me ask the blogger them want make ad. We need to point out to the people of Jamaica that a vote for PNP is a vote to remove Dr. Blake. We want to make it very, very clear to the people of Jamaica, guys, that a vote for Peter Bunting and the PNP is a vote to move Dr. Blake. Because we know that when the PNP form government, them not really give no commission on a position based on merit and based on the volume of work. They give PNP people the work so they can manipulate them and tell them what to do. And we have a hard-working, trustworthy, competent Commissioner Blake that is doing the job, and the people of Jamaica is feeling it right across the country and to an extension in the diaspora. So a vote for PNP and Peter Bunting is a vote to remove Dr. Blake and a vote to increase crime. Crime is 42% down. Crime is 42% down. Look how quick the police find the in-drive driver who take away Anissa. Look how quick. Look how quick the police identify the criminal them who shoot the corporal were dead. Look how the police have so many things at their fingertip now as it relates to technology. Thanks to the leadership of Andrew Michael Holness, we cannot reverse this gain by electing the People's National Party. Now you have Dr. Poison tomorrow, same a key press conference to talk about the drill, the $31 million drill. Then Dr. Poison, you don't see you're not gain no traction with that. You know where burn him, Dana? You know where burn Dr. Poison? You know the worst, the most embarrassing thing for your customer than and say you do. You know what that do? And Minister Tufton now look pan Poison. Minister Tufton now look pan Poison. Minister Tufton just go up at the Bustamante Children's Hospital, ask to see the drill, make a little video. The doctor demonstrate to him how the drill will work and the effectiveness of the drill and how the drill, because they have this drill now, they can stop use the old 50 years ago method. And Dr. Tufton was absolutely pleased and he gone about in business. The PNP have absolutely nothing to campaign on. Me hear Janice Allen down at Central St. James last night. And you know what she said? This constituency, I've got a lot from the People's National Party. When you talk about, like, should I list out some scheme? Like, should I say, a scheme was built by the PNP. This scheme was built by the PNP. Cornwall Court was built by the PNP, and that was built by the PNP. This is a PNP constituency. So I'm like, wait a minute. Then you should be ashamed of yourself to be saying that. You have a compa mic. Dana. and said this constituency, Central St. James, is a PNP constituency, right? And I list out all the things that PNP do. And PNP don't even have one single council seat in the constituency. What does that say to you, Janice Allen? Let's talk. Let's talk, Comrade Janice Allen. You say this is a PNP constituency. You list the housing scheme that were built on the PNP constituency. Housing scheme on a bill, I don't give the people them no legal light. Housing scheme on a bill, I don't give the people them no water, on a bill, no water catchment, on a bill, nothing. Housing scheme on a bill, and on a regularize the housing scheme then and finish. Housing scheme on a bill, we on a fix no road. And then the housing scheme, no, exactly, housing scheme on a bill, I don't give the people them no title. And that she talked about last night, you know. And that she campaign pan last night, you know, people, me see her over TikTok, you know. This is a PNP constituency. And that she over there say. And that she over there tell the PNP people them say, yes, we have to get back with constituency. We are going to, we now ask Christ. We now ask Christ. We have to get back with constituency. And that she did talk about. She have absolutely nothing to criticize the member of parliament. Nothing. Because remember, at first, she said it was a PNP constituency. And that she say, you know, me hear her last night with my own ears. Me go over TikTok and me buck up on Janice. And me say, because hear what she has say. Me say, because hear what she has come with to try to remove the hard-working MP in Wright Club. Make her hear her. And the ladies list out all the constituency, all the scheme, what she said, PNP bill. And she said the PNP deserve to get by the constituency because of that. And then she turn around now and say, they not no water and they not no road. But if a PNP build this scheme and a PNP people did the Erica, they're supposed to have everything already. They must have everything already. Because remember you say a PNP constituency. And all you have criticize the member of parliament because some housing scheme not have no water. You never left no water there. You never left no catchment tank there. You did not left a well in Central St. James. You did not leave proper road in Central St. James. PNP never left nothing. So you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're supposed to be able to campaign on PNP achievements in the constituency and talk about all the things that what PNP left, what the MP mash up and make get and damage. Instead they talk about place now no water. You never left no water there, sister. You never left none there. And BS. And the local government election, I mean, no, the Labour right, them will tell me, say, Munchie, you can't use the local government election for judge. I will. It was an election. The people in St. James don't want it. Then yeah, you see you. I know why I was a Central St. James is a losing seat, guys. You know why I was a Central St. James is a losing seat for the People's National Party? When you see who then send gone down there? Janice Allen. She don't have a presence. She don't have a message. She no command no presence. She not have nothing to run on. She have absolutely nothing to run on. But that is why when we realize, we say, oh, the PNP gone back to them talking points. 300% increase. I hope somebody from the Labour Party. I hope somebody from the Labour Party team have the video clip When Julian Robinson stand up in a parliament and say he not have no issue with the salary increase. We're going to roll out that because PNP think we forget. We're going to roll out the clip of Julian Robinson saying in parliament that the PNP have no issue with the salary increase. We're going to also roll out in a big way the salary increase that the PNP and the JLP member of parliament got. Because the people of Jamaica, some of we may not like to read, but we very much like to watch video. If you want to send a message, put it in a video or put it in a song. If you want either message, put it in a book. So we're going to put it in a video. And we're going to put it in a song. So the PNP, because the PNP come like say they don't remember what they say. No. They lie so much and tell so much story. They don't remember. They must answer to the people of Jamaica why they never give back for them salary increase. They must tell the people of Jamaica why they never protest against the salary increase where the government give them and tell the government to take it back. They must tell the people of Jamaica why they never walk out of parliament against the salary increase and tell the government don't put it in a them account. They must be made to answer that. So the little video where they put on them page and the little video where them are spread and I say, oh, Andrew Holness take 300% increase. Don't worry yourself, comrade. Don't worry yourself. Jamaican people will know the truth. Now, guys, in closing, because I now pass 1 hour and 30 minutes. George Davis, boy, I don't know. The PNP have all the right to say Nationwide is an incubator for the government. They're right to say it, you know. PNP, I am going to give the PNP a lot of grace for saying that. Because you know why? They cannot beat Nationwide with the facts and with real journalism work. Unlike the Gleaner, who just put out fluff piece and PNP talking points and misinformation and disingenuous stories, Nationwide is the nation station. George Davis is the #1 journalist in Jamaica right now. George Davis. I mean, I'm not saying perfect, you know, he's shaky when he's ready, but we cannot take away the value of his work. He is the #1 journalist right now. I know what I love about George Davis, people. George Davis not kill up himself and beat up himself and talk like how we talk, you know. George Davis just make the facts speak for himself. George Davis, Linda, he just come with the facts. When the PNP come with their nonsense and then talking points and then garbage, George Davis just goes on and make the evidence speak. Now, since our Prime Minister opened the urban center in St. Thomas, the PNP have been running up and down like chicken without head. The PNP have all manner of things to say, talking about how the government say a taxpayer money. I'm going to tell you how the PNP done. When yesterday, not yesterday, last week when they were talking about the urban center, other people, who not hear clearly says a public-private partnership. Who never hear that? Who never hear that it was a public-private partnership? Unless PNP don't know what public-private partnership mean. They don't know. The government at no time did the government say the 100% of investment at the urban center was government money. So now me hear the PNP change and talking point now when I say, but the government make it a private sector. Anytime the PNP don't want to give the government no credit, anytime the PNP do not want to admit the facts, then change the narrative. At no given time did the Prime Minister or the government say that it was a 100% project from the government. We always say it very, very loud and clear. It is a public-private partnership. So me can write it there, FCJ, NCB, and check. But because the PNP do not want to give the government any credit for this massive investment for the people of St. Thomas, the PNP is trying to throw cold water on it, which is a shame, you know, which is a shame when you look on the grand scheme of things, because the PNP do not know how to put country over party. The PNP don't know how to do that. The PNP is so bad mind because for the first time, we have a private sector that is working in tandem with the government. For the first time, we have a private sector that is on the same page with the government. Remember the PNP time, you know, the private sector ate the PNP. Private sector hated the People's National Party. Because when any investor come in our country, first thing they have to do, have the PNP finder's fee. That's the first thing. Second thing, they have to go think about huge overhead costs. Because the PNP are going to tax out them backside. And the next thing they have to think about is crime, extortion, under the People's National Party. But because we have a private sector that have confidence in the Andrew Holness-led administration, who can now come to Jamaica and say, we're going to invest $1 billion and know that they're going to get a tax break from the government so they can break even, and know that government is going to hire Jamaican people, and know that the government is going to train people to staff these resorts and to staff these urban centers and to staff these hospitals. The private sector feel confident in the Jamaica Labour Party administration. For the first time in 40 years, private sector investors have confidence in the Jamaica Labour Party administration. They're not going to think about them losing their money when them come. They're not going to think about no government that finsack them. They're not going to think about no heavy taxation. They're not going to think about no extortion from the PNP. So the PNP, bad mind. So now, them a pass, them a throw cold water on the investment, talking about how this is not government money. The only thing left for them, you know what, guys? At least they don't see a portion they leave the money for bill it. Because every single thing that the Jamaica Labour Party government do, the PNP see a portion they leave the money for do it. Poor portion. Poor portion on our head from our foot. We don't see how Peter Shakur fix them business as it relates to the bus alley. I remember Peter Shakur have no green shirt. We don't see how Peter Shakur fix them because the PNP are wicked. Them criticize, them undermine, and them always about party, not country. Portia leave money if you do everything. When you talk about the road out of St. Thomas, oh, Portia did sign that and left the money there already. When you ask somebody the PJ Patterson leg come down to Williams Field. Oh, Portia, they left the money there already. When you ask somebody, man, to go be a bypass. Oh, Portia, they left the money there already. When you ask somebody, adolescent, Portia, they left the money there already. The flyover down a 3 mile. Portia, they left the money there already. The widen the road up Kansas Spring. Portia, they left the money there. Everything Portia, they leave the money for. Everything. And when you ask them one little question, could you please point me to the evidence? Nothing. Nothing. When you say, all right then, all right then, make we humor them, Mickey. All right, comrades. All right, make we talk. Since Portia they leave the money already, could you please show us an article or at least something? Because remember, guys, and at the PNP WhatsApp group, then get the talking points there from, so they must send the evidence in the group. Show us the evidence of Portia leaving the money. Nothing. Nothing at all. We don't know how Portia never left the money to renovate the Mandeville market. Oh, Portia never left the money to renovate the Mandeville market. Oh, Portia never left the money to build the transport center in Mandeville. Oh, Portia never left the money to build the greater Mandeville water tank project so we can get water. Oh, Portia never left the money there, comrades. Oh, Portia never left the money to take the people about our constituency out of the dump where they live in. Oh, Portia never left the money to build inside bathroom for the PNP people on a PN land. Oh, Portia never left no money at all for that. She left money for every single thing except money for the people in our constituency. And that is the talking points of the People's National Party. So when me hear the video this morning of George Davis, let's see if I can find it, guys.
There is no island within for a long time now, Tona. Every budget cycle, you can write down on a piece of paper certain topics that will be raised in the budget debate. You would expect your industry minister, industry, investment and commerce, your business ministry, to come with a line to say, blah, blah, blah is going to happen to the old Goodyear factory in St. Thomas every year. In case you came in late, the old Goodyear factory, the Goodyear factory, was opened in March 1967. There's a photo in the clear of the then industry minister, the great.
And guys, before we continue, what caused the closure of the Goodyear factory? What caused the closure of the Goodyear factory? Because remember, when Edward Seaga won the election, Edward Seaga brought so much investment between all of the JLP MP, Prime Minister. The only person that bring no investment in the country are Percival. Because, you know what? We need to remind the young generation of the atrocities of the People's National Party. Me hear Lambert Brown since night over Jeffrey Tavares' platform. I talk about Andrew Holness corrupt. You hear that? Lambert Brown, Lambert Brown, who caused the closure of the Goodyear factory. Lambert Brown, who caused the closure of the Goodyear factory, is now over Jeffrey Tavares saying that the Jamaica Labour Party is corrupt. And Andrew Holness not supposed to depend the ballot. Lambert Brown. When me hear all them PNP people talk, me wonder if they don't live at Jamaica or they don't think say people know of them pass.
Bob Lightburn, holding a tire in his gloved right hand. That was the first tire made at the Goodyear factory, 1967. 30 years later, March 21, 1997, the Jamaica Stock Exchange published a statement from Goodyear that it was closing down the operations in Jamaica because of competition from low-cost producers. In other words, other people in other places were producing tires at significantly lower costs than Goodyear could. And
the reason why Goodyear could not compete? Because of the People's National Party policies. Because of the union. Because of the union, and the PNP union was driving up the cost of production. Same reason why the garment industry left. Same reason why the garment industry left. Goodyear could not compete because of the People's National Party and them union. Same reason why in America the business them left gone a Mexico, left gone a China, left gone all over the place because of the unions. And every single time you have a left-leaning government right across the country, right across the world, them always mash up economy. Every single time, me hear people are going to call me and talk about Ibrahim Shahori. I mean, the PNP a jump on the bandwagon of Ibrahim Traore. And me only say one thing, I'm going to say it again tonight. There is absolutely no government in Burkina Faso. There is no Supreme Court. There is no judiciary. There is no parliament. There is no opposition. Ibrahim Traore is a dictator. When Ibrahim Traore makes a decision on how to spend the tax dollar, there is absolutely nobody to tell him say no. That is the difference between Burkina Faso and Jamaica. Every single dollar that the government is spending, he must get approval for it. The people of Jamaica must hear and must know about it, and they must go to the parliament and tell the people of Jamaica how our tax dollars are spent. That is the difference. So when you hear the dunce bat comrade them and each them wagon from Burkina Faso, is because they are stupid. They are stupid. Burkina Faso have no government. When Ibrahim Traore want to spend the money that him get from the... And next thing, again, comrade, Burkina Faso have uranium. Them have gold. And them have other natural resources under their foot. We have nothing. We have nothing more than tourism. We have absolutely nothing more than tourism. And if we follow PNP damage the brand. If we left people, we have to watch PNP like a baby at night time asleep in a pram. Because if you follow PNP damage the brand, the tourism brand, because they're reckless and they're dangerous and they're political and they will do absolutely anything to win. We want to see how the Republican them pass their law in the committee stage. When the Republican then pass the law and no business with we. Right now, between now on Friday, it go through the Congress for a vote and to the Senate to be passed. America no business with we. America no business with Jamaica. We just have to make sure so we toe the line and walk between the raindrops so they come to America. We cannot mess around.
So economies of scale and everything else meant that Goodyear had to shut down the business, even though they kept the distribution side going in Jamaica. But the manufacturing shut down. So open 1967, shut down 1997. And as I said, every year, big announcement. Big announcement one came in or about 2013. The Observer ran a series in 2013 called the White Elephant Series, looking at grandiose plans, developments in Jamaica that had done nothing more than hoover up taxpayer dollars, yet yield nothing at the end. And in that series was the old Goodyear factory. Because the Goodyear factory at that time had, according to the Observer's calculations, hoovered up $143 million because the then PNP administration announced that they were going to turn it into a technology park. In preparation for turning it into a technology park, what they did was send security personnel there. And the security personnel and other things that had been put into the Goodyear factory to make it into a technology park, when you totted up the sums that were paid for security and for the construction of a frame to fill out to build the technology park, it came up to $143 million and counting. What happened to the technology park? Well, the Observer published another article talking about the vandalism at this fledgling technology park. Well, to call it fledgling is not even fair because it didn't really take shape. Just the security there. The Observer said, quoting a resident, Darian Nugent, "Them have security guards here day and night since the factory closed. And people still go over there and thief off everything off the building," said the resident, Darian Nugent. According to Nugent, it was believed that the previous security personnel were working in conjunction with the vandals who were able to cart off entire...
You don't know which security company they over there? You don't know. It was a PNP-led security company. The security company was run by a PNP Tapanaris at the time. You know, in the party again, but in wife in the now. Him not so prominent in the party again, but in wife up in the party now. No do the maths.
Windows and huge pieces of metal without being apprehended. So $143 million wasted because of a failed technology park. Then came Anthony Hilton, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, to say, okay, so the technology park failed. We're going to turn the old Goodyear factory into a special economic zone. And by doing that, the first thing that will be going there is a film lot. So he said the film lot would be the biggest in the Caribbean. And Hollywood films, Bollywood films, Nollywood films, North Shore were going to be made at the old Goodyear factory under this plan for a film lot. When Hilton made the announcement, it was said to him, well, hundreds of millions, well, at least 143 million would have been wasted already in the technology park venture. What assurance does the public have that this film lot will materialize? He said no, because there was an investor that was already waiting in the wings. The investor was Real, they were called Real Vibes, and its CEO quoted talking about the extensive plans that it will be leased for 25 years and that they were doing a handover of land and that they are 100%.
How would that man the way? How would a Real Vibes man the guys? How would a Real Vibes? We have to go look up it.
The funding before the end of the year.
We have to go look up who the Real Vibes man the guys.
And that all was in place for the film lot to take shape at the old Goodyear factory. Suffice to say, not one 30-second commercial was shot
Not
at
one.
the Goodyear factory on the film lot because the film lot did not materialize.
Not one.
Hilton said, in May, telling the House of Representatives in the sectoral debate 2014-15, a Hollywood studio has already agreed to provide oversight on the project. He also mentioned Real Vibes Group and spoke about the music and film production school that the company had in the US, and it was going to build a campus at the lot. So this got the people of Morant Bay very excited, the people of Jamaica excited. Here's this big property that would attract significant investment to provide a benefit to the people of St. Thomas and its environs. The technology park failed. The film lot was even worse than the technology park because at least there were guards at the site when the technology park was mooted to protect certain assets in terms of building material. Nothing happened where the film lot is concerned. That failed spectacularly. Come forward now. 2019. Holness, Andrew, of course, broke ground on June 26, 2019 to announce the construction of a $2 billion urban center with a whole heap of shops and businesses, government offices, fast food places. He said it would transform St. Thomas. $2 billion at the time when he broke ground. Breaking ground with him, I'm looking at the photo here, Littleton Tanny Shirley of the Factories Corporation of Jamaica, Dr. Fenton Rudyard Ignatius Ferguson, the then Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas, James Robertson, the Member of Parliament for West St. Thomas, Tian Chi, the Chinese ambassador to Jamaica, Michael Hugh, the Mayor of Morant Bay, all of them in the shot with shovels and hard hats doing the ceremonial groundbreaking on that project in 2019. And we all thought, well, if the technology park never landed and the film lot flopped, this urban center that Holness is coming with, not going anywhere. That was 2019, June 2019. On this day in sports, May 19, 2025, symbolic keys have been handed over. There's a massive structure in Morant Bay, and the Prime Minister cut the ribbon on a $6 billion urban center for Morant Bay on, was it Friday last week or Thursday?
I think it was Thursday.
Thursday last week. I say this to say, this is what is in front of us. This is what we've seen. We heard and saw the technology park plan fail. We didn't want it to fail. I'd have been happy if it had materialized, and so too with the residents of St. Thomas. We heard and saw the grand film lot plans fail as part of a special economic zone. Fail spectacularly. We saw and heard that happen. We've seen and heard this urban center plan come to fruition in front of our eyes.
Right.
I remember carrying my daughter to St. Thomas one Sunday. She asked to drive out. And after we reached a certain point, she said she was hungry. So I said, all right, you want to turn back? She said, no, let's go ahead. We can buy something at Burger King. I said, there's no Burger King in St. Thomas. She said, okay, we can do Island Grill. There's no Island Grill in St. Thomas. Okay, then, Daddy, we can do KFC. There is no KFC in St. Thomas. Daddy, I think we should turn back. And I turned back. And I'm saying, just mentioning those things, St. Thomas used to be the butt of jokes. When I was at Sportsmax, there was a chap in my office, good producer, Ramon Stewart. We used to give him hell. We asked him if he was late for work because he got held up at the stoplight. There was no stoplight in St. Thomas at the time, and it's not so long ago, just a couple of years ago. I'm saying that the parish has undergone development. I'm saying that when a government promises something and delivers it, you have to hail it. In the same way, I would have sat in this chair and berated the administration had the urban center flopped. So my message this morning is simple. When you see development happen, you have to praise it. When you see development not happen, you have to criticize it. Where the urban center is concerned, you have to praise Holness and his team, because he has done for that old Goodyear factory something that ministers and administrations before him have failed spectacularly to do at a cost of tens of millions of taxpayers' money.
Now hear that, comrades? Wanna hear that, comrades? This is a working government under Andrew Michael Holness. When he promise something, he will deliver. He promise say, "I'm going to get crime under control and crime will go down and we will be able to sleep with our windows and door open." And he's at it right now. We have invested in the police force. We're reaping the result. Crime is 42% down. That is a man that tell us something and is sticking to it. In promise, we say, I'm going to get crime down, and crime is going down. We now go change no course and go up on the PNP and change on the future of the people of Jamaica because of the PNP. The PNP will stay in opposition because the PNP is doing a very, very good job. The PNP is doing a very, very good job in the opposition bench. Let them stay over there. Let them stay in the opposition bench. That is where they should serve the people of Jamaica. They don't serve no purpose nowhere else. Mark Jefferson Golden have absolutely no plan. And if he thinking can walk around the country and tell the people of Jamaica about Andrew Holness get 300% increase, that never cut it. That never cut it, Marky General, because you got to increase as well. You got to increase as well. And if you, Dr. Pison, think you're going to keep press conference and talk about health sector, remember it was you, Dr. Pison, who said that the health sector was in shambles and you have to use plastic bag as gloves and scandal bag as apron. So nobody now listen to you. And you, Peter Bunting, you said divine intervention. And you, Damien Crawford, you shell down London with taxpayer money. So the PNP don't really have nobody sensible to push out. The PNP don't really have nobody sensible to say, yeah man, there's a good candidate, go on a road candidate. Nobody, absolutely nobody in the Mark Golden led PNP. You can't say, yeah man, the person have credibility, but we use him. Nobody in the PNP you can't say, all right now, but we ask and use the PNP. The person have credibility, but we work with them. Nothing. We have a prime minister in Andrew Michael Holness. We have a prime minister in Andrew Michael Holness who is performing, and all of a sudden now the PNP want to take Andrew Holness off of the ballot. All of a sudden now, Chin, the PNP campaign say Andrew Holness must not be on the ballot. Want to hear that? Remember, I know. The PNP have done so much things to damage Andrew Holness and character. So many things since 2022. Up until January 2025, they lift on the Prime Minister back like snail, like snail pan leave. And after them do all of that now, and then get the result where they want. Now me hear Lambert Brown, me hear Dayton Campbell, me hear Mark Golden, me hear what the fat girl and the man go name where we run against Crystal. She now up on the campaign trail I say now, Andrew in any other country, Andrew Holness would not be on the ballot. So this so like the PNP don't want Andrew Holness on the ballot. So if Andrew Holness damage, if Andrew Holness corrupt, if Andrew Holness is so bad, comrade, wouldn't it be safer to leave him on the ballot? Wouldn't it be safer, since you know say all these bad things about Andrew Holness in statutory declaration cannot certify. He is corrupt, right? He cannot give account for his wealth according to you, and time come. Why don't want him off of the ballot? Why the PNP want to take Andrew Holness off the ballot in a time like this? We confused. We confused because if anything, what I want is stay upon the ballot because we can't win. Now, guys, I want to say something that is not, it is very unlike me, but me want the idea pass on. Tomorrow in the parliament, the PNP is gonna, let me not say PNP. Tomorrow in the parliament, Mark General is giving Peter Phillips the opportunity to do a presentation in the parliament. I think that's going to be his last contribution to the parliament and his last contribution to public service. Because what Peter Phillips will be speaking on as something, I don't know what, it makes no sense. So, since Peter Phillips is going to be doing his last dance, and Mark Walling so graciously give him the opportunity to say his final goodbye. I think even though we know some of us don't really love Peter Phillips, but what Peter Phillips has been a good servant. He may do everything we like, but we can find a couple good things that Peter Phillips has done. Unlike Mark Walling will lie and not have no credibility and not born in Jamaica and not have nothing to run on, Peter Phillips has done good things for the country. We can point to positive things that Peter Phillips do. When it comes to the implementation of the JUTC company, we can give Peter Phillips props for that. Even though what they did to Ezra and Millwood was not great, I will support that, and it was all political, JUTC in itself wasn't a bad idea. The rollout was bad, the sabotage was bad, tearing down the labor right and busman because them PNP just, let me tell you the principle of the PNP. And the principle where the PNP, they teach PNP, you know, guys. You see, once you're PNP, you're indoctrinated with that principle. Party over country. Party over country. You see, anything we see Peter Phillips and any one of them do, is not like say they can do better, you know. They are indoctrinated from Michael Manley time. So even though what Peter Phillips did with to Ezra and Millwood was wrong, in himself, you know, think about nothing wrong, you know, because that's so the PNP operate. Them do nothing good when it comes to country party first. And when to Bruce Golding, yes, Miss Love, what he did to Bruce Golding again was wrong, was bad. And me put it to tonight, Bruce Golding forgive him already. Bruce Golding has already forgiven the PNP and Peter Phillips. I'm telling you. What he did to, and listen to me now, guys, we have to be smart when it comes to politics. You see, because the PNP government, let me explain something to you guys. You see, because the PNP government at the time was so heavily linked to the Democrat Party, and it's because the PNP run the economy so bad and have to go beg and borrow, they had to do everything what Washington said. Washington was practically running Jamaica because the PNP couldn't run the country themselves. We were getting so much aid from the United States of America. Even till we jump, we asked them, oh, I. Because we could not run the country. We never have no money. We never have no money. We could not run the country. The country was desperate. So Washington was just, and then time, you know America love a medal. You know America love a medal. So America was using their soft power to meddle in Jamaica affair under the PNP. Under the PNP. So that's one of the reasons why Peter Phillips couldn't tell him no. Peter Phillips couldn't tell him so they cannot do it. They had to sign the MOU and keep it silent. They had to do it. They had to give them that because the PNP mashed up the country. We were in Washington back pocket, anything what they want. Because the PNP were beggars. Remember the PNP did have beggars, you know? Remember the PNP was loafers, you know, guys? Remember we was nothing, you know? So did anything what Washington call and say, we can't say nothing. So when Bruce win the election, the PNP already signed away with rights under Percival and Philip and Peter Phillips. And me tell you something, guys. I mean, I really want PJ Patterson sue me. But might as well, if PJ Patterson sue me on that chair, me I forgive. You don't think that PJ never know about that MOU there? You don't think that PJ never know about it? You don't think PJ never know about it? You don't think again. You don't think again. You don't think again if you don't think PJ did not know about it. If you don't listen to Peter Phillips say all the relevant person who's supposed to know knew. He knew about it. He knew about it. So we're gonna put that aside as well. We're gonna put it aside as well. When it comes to the IMF now, when in 2012, before 2012, when Ardley Shaw and the Labour Party try to restructure the debt and try to get a better deal with IMF, we all know what happened. We all know what happened, right? When Peter Phillips and Portia Simpson Miller win back the election, and Peter Phillips make Portia never go back to the IMF immediately. You know, Portia never want to go. Portia never want to go. Peter Phillips was very, very clear. So Portia, the country is broke. We don't want to have any money. We are almost done with all our reserve is finished. We have to go back to IMF. But because Portia, I come from Michael Manley School, Portia so big and dunce and stupid, Portia never understand. So Portia is the reason why we get that bad deal from IMF. Portia is the reason why we get that bad deal there from IMF when Peter Phillips go, because Portia took too long to go back. So, all right. So, me list out the things about Peter Phillips now. Now, why am I saying this, guys? Peter Phillips is going to give his final speech tomorrow. Right? I mean, no, we don't love Peter Phillips, kind of we a lot. I don't know me tribal. But like when last speech this, when he finished his speech, would I love if me when me I watch YouTube and I watch it, me see the Labour Party knock the bench and send him off gracefully. Wanna think? Am I asking too much? Am I asking for too much, Owen Grant? Lord Jesus, Linda says she don't want to hear him. Yeah, Michael, would I love if when he finish, we knock the bench over the government side and Prime Minister Holness walk across the aisle and shake him hand. That is going to be a good picture for the country. This would be a good picture for the country, for sure unity, and for sure we always put the country first. We not follow Dirty Bungle, Mark Golden a crab house. We not follow Mark Golden. Mark Golden will never become a leader of this country because Mark Golden a crab house. Lord Jesus, Mark Stewart say, stop chatting rubbish, Munchie. We not drink sympathy tea. Lord God. So we not clap him tomorrow. You guys too soft and wicked PNP. And a PNP, you know, Peter Phillips is giving his final speech tomorrow. And I think he is going to bow out of the political arena tomorrow. So I was just thinking today, say, it would be very good if we could have clapped him and send him on a merry way. That is too much. God, the neighbor, right? Them say, no, they can't do that. Oh, Jesus, God of gracious. Me just did that think out loud still. Just did that say to that look good for the country, you know? But just did that say because my left wife style, if you could have clap him, it would have look good. That's all me I say. Cause look here now, right? In America, we don't know, say Donald Trump, he hate Joe Biden. But yesterday when the news broke about his diagnosis, we know, say Donald Trump sent him sympathies and send him best regards. Yeah, man, sometime when it call for. Me not, don't ask me about Mark in a different class. Me not consider Mark as no PNP. Me not consider Mark as nobody credible. Mark in a different category. But me just say, guys, it'll look good tomorrow. It'll look very good tomorrow. Lord, come here. So we from tribal kingdom and not giving a clap to Peter. Lord Jesus. All right, Peter, me try. Me try to get a clap for you, Peter, but the labor right them say no clap for you. Sorry, Papa. Sorry, Papa. Me try. Me try because me know so my prime minister no carry feelings. Me know my prime minister not tribal and prime minister say he might build a nation, not a tribe. That's why people like call me now look pan and me understand. But me the only a second mean say, like how we know say I final goodbye this. We could have just clap him, knock the bench liquor, and then now we could have just Prime Minister Holness could have just walk across the aisle and shake his hand. Yeah, me open to that. I'm open that he does that, guys. Just to show unity in our country and just to show that the country is united and we know, just to show unity. That's all me I say. That's all me I say, guys. But if we no want give Peter, we not have to give me a clapping because me know say nobody not perfect and in my human and in do up wrong things, but in do couple right too. So me just a go clap him. Peter changed little when he was about to leave. Me sure say tomorrow him a go come spin round son. Me know say tomorrow, even if some labor right say yes, them agree to give him a clap, based on his speech tomorrow, labor right just may change their mind and say they not about clap him because PNP not change. So he might very well come tomorrow with a political speech would be a goddamn nonsense and cost the government. Like what the one Percival do when he talk about set the record straight. When Percival come with the boy must set record straight and talk be a foolishness. Mama could turn around and cuss him. So he may very well come tomorrow with some foolishness and upset way. So depends on his speech tomorrow, we will see all that work. But if he come tomorrow and put country first, I think well-thinking labor rights will clap him and thank him for his service and wish him all the best in his private life and everything and make him go up on a merry way. I think so. But if he come tomorrow with him foolish boy must set records. And say that and Lance, say that I topic in speech though. Hey, me tell you why topic in speech, Lance. That's why I know if the labor right, they might give him no grace tomorrow, I don't know if the labor right, they might give him no grace tomorrow because let me tell you what in speech I say. In speech I go say, championing change with lessons from our history. Me don't know what to take from that topic, Me don't know what to take from that. Championing change with lessons from our history. I don't know what. I'm going to listen him tomorrow. He must speak 2 p.m. I'm going to listen him. I hope to God that Peter Phillips come with something where me can clap him. I hope he come with no PNP foolishness. I hope him history is not PNP history. I just hope. Because I really want the government members to wish him a good farewell. I hope the government members, then Linda, will clap him. But if he come with no PNP history, I am afraid to say that he not going to get no clap. So I hope the topic is championing change with lessons from our history. That's him I go talk about. And when he put this out, say I go talk, here the comrade them now, guys. Worst thing when Jamaica never give him prime minister, they feel it now. Lord Jesus. The comrades them say, worst thing. Ah, God. The comrade still be tight and the comrade is the worst thing what Jamaica ever do was not give Peter. Lord God, me I look for some grace to Peter Phillips, but we no find none yet. Orlando, you know, here's a blue that I come with the poll results come Monday morning. Come Monday, all labor rights I go up out and I listen for the poll number. The first thing I got come to be is the country going in the right direction. Guys, don't expect much from that. Don't expect much from that questions that when they say is the country going in the right direction, because Jamaica people don't know even not even know which direction them are going in much less. Them don't even know which direction them are going in much less. So that question they just already know say them are gonna say no. Them already know the people them are gonna say no. Exactly, that's a foolish question. Michael, me know them are gonna say no. That is why I mean not even anticipate nothing from that question. I would be very surprised if we get 40% this so. But after that question, I expect I'm going to be very disappointed if the rest of poll not look favorable, because I'm expecting, because based on the mood on the ground, based on the feeling on the ground, based on the work of the Andrew Holness administration, based on the work of my member of Parliament, Rhoda Mike Crawford, I expect to hear good news. I expect to hear that the Jamaica Labour Party is ready and is up and running for the third term. When Dan Anderson poll coming out, ask Dayton why not release no poll. When you ask Dayton why is he not releasing any poll? You know what, Camille? Some labor writer text me in the chat and I text me personally and I ask me, oh, me not talk about Craig Oates. What do I want to talk about Craig Oates? So, Craig Oates joined the Jamaica Labour Party. We're happy for the vote. What else do you want me to say? You don't know, say me not talk from the same script like the party. You know, you don't like controversy, so. You don't know, say me and the party do not talk from the same script. Craig Oates joined the party. We welcome Craig Oates to the party as a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party, and he said we're going to be voting for the Jamaica Labour Party, and we thank him and we welcome him. Me don't know what else to say. Me tell you say no, I am not going to curse any come over PNP because a vote for the Jamaica Labour Party MP is a vote for Andrew Michael Holness. So me don't know what I say, oh, me not address it. Me don't know how to address it, say I don't know what to say. Me don't know what to say. I don't know how me feel about the come over comrade. Me a come over comrade. I don't know how me feel about the come over comrade. Especially when they come over and try to take over. That's my problem. When they join the Jamaica Labour Party, Michael, and they don't want to be a team player, I don't like that. So far, I hear nothing negative about Craig Oates. So I'm going to say it is a good addition and we welcome him to the party. I'm not tear him down, I'm sorry. I'm not going to tear him down. What I see from Craig Oates is supporting Dave Brown. He's putting out the work of Dave Brown. He come over the party. Let me tell you the problem with we Labour, right? You see that? Want to see how you join Labour Party? People want to see how you join Labour Party. Want to get a farm. Want to fill it out. Want to get on the MP for side. And want to pay on the dues. A lot of you saw is not a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. Craig Oates is a member of the Jamaica Labour Party because he get him farm, he fill it out, he get somebody to sign it, and he send it in. How much I want to do that? I want to make the most problem. Pass social media and I will not sign up the farm. Dr. Chang no know, no. You need to come and join the party properly. Make it official. Make it official. Okay? So, me not go tear down Craig Oates. I'm so sorry to disappoint you guys, but me not have no tear down to give Craig Oates. I'm sorry. Land say how much to join. How much we join, guys? At 2,000 or 3,000? I want to think at 2,000 per person or 3,000 per person. How much? And enough, and enough, and enough. Say more people would have, but you know what? Say more people would have signed up if they make it be online. If you could have download the form online and sign it up and fill it up and send it into Belmont Road, it could have worked. So, but people can't bother if you go up a Belmont Road if you go get no farm. People from Manchester can't pay two toll, and buy $5,000 gas if you go a Belmont Road. In a 2025, Belmont Road needs some reform. People not have time to pay two and go Belmont Road if you go pay now $2,000 for do nothing. Make the form available online and make people go on the website, download the form, fill out the PDF, put the money, the account, using card, pay the money and send back the form. People not have no time for pay two toll and buy no $5,000 gas. Plus we still have to go buy KFC because hungry when we go to town. We not have no time for that. Or you know what can happen, guys? The member of parliament. This sound, Dana. The member of parliament can bring down some farm from town for the constituency and keep them at the constituency office. That sound, Dana. They go call me MP now. They go call me MP. That sound. Bring down some farm. Keep them at the constituency office. Sitari say we should have a mobile bus. What do you think? We should, but I think Dr. Chung think about a mobile bus right now. Dr. Chung talk about election. But that's a great idea. Yes, Mikhail, but what you care about the farm? The farm can't send up back without by itself. You have to go to town and go drop off the farm. You have to go to town to drop off the farm. So I am suggesting that we print the farm, sign them up, MP sign it, we give the MP the money, and the MP carry it at town when she go meet parliament. That sound, guys. That sound. Yeah, man. They don't call me MP about that. Because all the Labour right in central Manchester want to be official member of the party. All the Labour right want to be official members. Because when Labour right go up on platform to talk them face, when Labour right go up on TikTok and talk about party business, they don't want nobody tell them about all them and a member. Labour right very, very feisty. So Labour rights want to sign up. Munch, you have been promising to talk to the MP Crawford since week. Every day me I promise. I saw me stay, me I tell you, me the biggest promiser. People are kind of figure me out now. Me promise everything and me not follow through. People are figure me out now. Me promise so much things and me cannot deliver. Me promise so much things. I am an official, I promise. I am a real serious promiser. When you don't hear me telling you something, just take it with a grain of salt. Because I promise, like a wow, my intentions are good, but me don't know me can't follow through, my love. Look like they work for much be. Yeah, that's why I tell Cliff you say me a politician because he's a promiser. Me's a promiser. I will promise you, and I will. It is my intention to do it, but I will not do it. And it's not becoming a want to. It's becoming a nugget, the urge. I am a serious promise. If they ask me one negative things about Munchibi, she will promise you, but she will not deliver. So Miss Love say it really was a PNP for like, yeah. She will promise you. And she not deliver. Thank you, Orlando. You just need support around. Exactly, Orlando. And me alone. Me not have nobody to help me do nothing. Me not nobody to tell me say do this and nobody to help me. Me can't even me can't help myself. But then I understand. That's bad, Munch. You're too girly. It's bad. I'm telling you, if me ask me one bad things about me personally, I think is that I will promise you. I will genuinely promise you, say, guys, I'm going to go to the post office. I'm in Nago. I'm in a day where I do nothing. We just Nago the post office. It's a bad characteristic me have. I am definitely a promiser. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching Munchie B Talks Politics tonight. Thank you for watching the ads and rebroadcast and everything. Thank you for subscribing. Munchia, when you have your calling segment, hear Patrick. Here Patrick I gonna ask me say when me I gonna have calling segment. Patrick, look on the phone. A weeks now with no charge. We are talking about calling section. All right, hear this now. You will come in and say, pay for memberships, get verified, and bust them back home. Official cards will be printed and sent to them via their MP. Make it grand affair. Yeah, and they want to be the member, no come here. The labor right, they want to be members because I tell you, say, they don't love when people say them are a member, they're very, very upset. When you say, oh, you're a member, you only support, they don't love that. The labor rights, this generation of labor rights are not only talkers, they want to officially join the Jamaica Labour Party. They want to put their money where their mouth there. They want to. All the one in the diaspora, them eager to get their farm for full out and to send them $2,000 come with Dr. Chang. They just don't have the way to do it. And it's very sad. You're Dana, another bad thing about you, you do not answer phone. See? And that is true too. I do not answer phone because my phone is always on silent. And if I make my phone ring, I catch anxiety immediately because I'm easy for afraid. Me tell you, it's Friday night, when I come out for the live, or a Saturday night, or a Sunday night. Anyway, over the weekend, right? I think a Friday night, me dey home. And me hear some whole heap of thing, either like Kiara back up, or like when lightning, like when the big pan up on the big pan with up on the light post bust, I make a clapping sound, or like when bull do something I broke up stone and bust when dynamite a bust up stone. Me hear some big loud noise, Anybody live in the Patrick Division hear it too. Me say me afraid, me wake up everybody, me wake up my nephew, me wake up everybody, me wake up my neighbor, me call the whole world. I ask them if they not hear it too. Me call everybody and then at 12 o'clock at night, guys, but after 11, and me call, who me not call, who me not have their number. Ask them if they hear it, me afraid. And the person that I call assure me say it doesn't near me, and them assure me say I know nothing. I'm afraid. So me not know, guys. Me don't know what was the problem, Master Jam, because I know me don't know what happened, but I think it was Saturday night. It sound like when either panna burst or dynamite a bust up stone or Kiara backfire or shutter fire. Me just afraid. It go on for a good 30 seconds. Me love me scream. So because of that, anytime I hear sound, it just make my heart start beat fast. So I keep my phone past silent because I don't like when me asleep or me I do something and the phone make noise. It give me anxiety. But that is no excuse. I do not answer phone. And because of that, you don't say, Munchie B, you don't answer phone. I promise a lot. But then so me get a message though. Me get your message, Dana. Me get your message. Dana, I'm tell you something. Here, Michael must go on and do talk about no but no my personal business. Dana, me give Dana a public message, because Dana give me public message. Dana, you there still? Dana, me get your message, sister. You see, same person. Where you get the message is my personal friend, who is the only person on social media who know where I live. So you must hold a person personally accountable if me not reach. That person you give the message is my personal friend, who is the only person when me meet on social media since me come on social media who know where me live. So hold him personally accountable if me not reach. Exactly. I'm the only person who drive come at my gate and pick me up. So put the blame upon him. You ever say me a proud member. You see that? Rum punch you member of the party. You come here, tell the people them the truth. You sleep a day. I report to duty in the afternoon. Tell them you patrol. Exactly. But no, me sleep all day. I want mosquito wake me up to them. Me vex this man. Me vex me asleep. Me the pan chuck life good, you know. And me just fall asleep when chuck I beat the PNP and I beat Reedy. You know what? Reedy, I look views off a Labour Party. You know, I don't realize. Reedy, I look views. So then I go over TikTok and I say Reedy. And the one Batman one when he Roger, we are big pan TikTok. Over TikTok, Mikhail put up the Prime Minister in the Photoshop picture and I talk about the Prime Minister friend. I want mega foolishness. And you know, me realize with Reedy, that's why I never did bother answer when you tag me with it. Because anytime Reedy want a little notice in text set pan Labour Party people. Anytime Reedy want little views in text set pan we. And we now look pan Reedy. Because first of all, Reedy not no vote. Reedy run away because Reedy a big batty man and him have to run from a man to go be a G-string man and Reedy not have no vote. So we are waste time for Reedy. So me decide say munchi be don't bother with Reedy because Reedy no influential. Nobody not listen to him. He's a cloud chaser and he not have no vote. So me no look pan Reedy. But Chuck finish him off today and I was listening. I was on Chuck Live. Well, I was listening to Chuck Live and I fall asleep. So yeah. But yeah, nobody not listen to Reedy. So what if the man is, and that's the exact question when I ask them come here. So what if he's Andrew friend? The prime minister not allowed to have no friend again. Eh? Look on Silvera, who is Mark Golden Wright and an umbrella man who should feel wife in front. Eh? Then PNP just really is just ridiculous and really is just grasping at straws and we not waste time for really in no vote, him no live here, him can't come back here, him no influential, nobody now listen to really. So anyway, people of Jamaica and people of the diaspora and my loyal, faithful supporters who is here every single night supporting Munchie B, clicking on the like, sharing, watching and watching the ads. Thank you so, so much. Thank you very, very much for your support, for sharing the likes, subscribing, and everything. Thank you very much. The work must go on, and we must continue to spread the message so that why Andrew don't want to call the election, Chris 2020. So, Chris, tell Mark Gordon to call it. Like how Andrew don't want to call it, tell Andrew call it. Don't come in. Since Andrew don't want to call the election, tell Mark Golin and Dayton to go and go call it. Hey people, wanna see the people in down at Ian constituency meeting Sunday? He could never put out one video and one picture. Look here, people, wanna come here. Even though you hear me say, me not really count no seat down a Westmoreland. Uno no bother sleep on Comrade James, you know. Uno bother sleep on Comrade James. Because if uno look at Ian meeting Sunday, Jesus, oh God, not even 10 people good. Not even 10 people good. Oh, Mikhail, me forgot to say no Comrade James. Candidate James. Sorry, Mikhail. Candidate James. Ian ears no look good. Ian ears no look good, guys. So if you don't hear me say, me not really a count on them seat there. Me go open one of my eye. One of my eye, me go open Pan James. One of my eye. And as it relates to Dave Brown, after the polls, we see we're going with Dave Brown. But guys, me just say me I tell you this because when me look on TikTok and look over Ian Hills, it no look right. No look right at all. It don't look right. But anyway, people, Miss Loda said, Jack Mandora, me not choose none. Good night.